Dari is back in the garden. This is so exciting. And I can't say it's my garden anymore because um, Chris has already corrected me that this is also his garden. So we are going to be gardening together, and I'm going to be having you guys join us because I am really starting from scratch over here. I'd like to implement back to Eden, obviously, because I think it is the most successful, sustainable type of gardening that's out there, that method. And but you do what you can with what you have. An old wives' tale about pine needles. I'm going to tell you this right now. People say you can't use pine needles in the garden, and that's completely false. They say it's too highly acidic. That is completely false. Pine needles have an acidity of about 3.5, and of course you want that neutral ness to your neutralness to your soil, like 7.5. But pine needles, they don't make the soil acid. They don't. And if you think about it, and when they're green, there's some acidity to it. They're 3.5. But when they break down, all that acidity leaves. So I have pine needles that are dried up. In fact, let me show you. Here's some pine needles. These are pine needles that are dried up. These don't have any acid in them. They are already decomposed. So when you go and you rake up your pine needles like this, put them on your garden. Mulch them up and put them on your garden. They are not going to turn your soil acidic. So that's the number one advice that I can give for today before I even start this garden, because you're going to be asking me, why are you putting pine needles on? And I just told you why.